So Gaia is the idea that the Earth is a self-regulating organism. It's not so much an idea as an observation based on understanding things like, how did the atmosphere come about on the Earth? How does the atmosphere maintain an equilibrium where, if it were a few minuscule parts per billion more oxygen, everything would combust instantaneously on the planet's surface? If there were a few molecules less oxygen, we wouldn't be able to get a match to light to save our lives, right? This is a very delicate profile that we happen to be lucking out with in terms of the variables that are maintained by a thin film of life that exists about 11 kilometers up, which is about where most of our atmosphere exists, and about 11 kilometers down. That's what Teilhard de Chardin, that's what Toynbee, some of the early people who started to define the term biosphere. They define it as a thin film of life that exists approximately 11 kilometers up, which is about the height of Everest as well, and about 11 kilometers down, which is the Philippine Trench or the Marianas Trench, where we see things like organisms that live off of just hot air vents deep in the ocean. So that's the biosphere. And that thin film of life is what is making it possible for life to continue on the Earth. In other words, life begets life, and that's what's been happening. And that's what we're learning as we look at biology, as we look at geology, and as we look at the Earth as a meta-organism. We see more and more that there's this miraculous self-regulating capacity that the Earth has.